Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening when you fine folks are watching this wonderful broadcast. It's the Iron Thunder Racing Network back for the Iron Thunder Racing League Premier Series Season 10, race number 6 from the paperclip, Martinsville Speedway. Tonight we have the Smitty Supply Inc. 200. And we raced at New Hampshire a week ago. Had a decent number of cautions, and we're on track for a potential for a decent number of cautions here tonight from Martinsville. Real quick before I forget, let's get the logo off the screen. And we'll go over some information for you guys this race tonight. Again, this is race number 6 of the season. Got 150 laps tonight. 2 stages, lap number 40 and lap number 80. It is taking place at night, so we get to see this wonderful track underneath the lights. $20 and a trophy is on the line. We do have 2 repeat winners in this race. Past winners in this race. Tressana is a 2-time winner here at Martinsville, and Storm Patterson, last week's winner, also is a winner here at the Paperclip. Real quick, let's go ahead and go over your points after a event that was known as New Hampshire a week ago. And you can see we're missing some people in here. Yeah, Millet still your points leader. He increased his points lead yet again up to a 73-point gap over Dalton Tucker, who's now in second. Wiles and Kevin Hash are your top 4. Storm Patterson, Okay, so yeah, that currently is not correct. He's currently probably sitting on the pole right now. He has 210 points. He's not tied for 4th. He's in 5th. Brian Klusers is 6th in points. Kevin West, Ray Rittenauer, Sir Ott would be in 9th. And Eric Drapeau will round out your top 10, getting towards that cut line here. And again, we're missing some names on this screen here too. You can see Josh Coley, Brandon Pamertat, Matt Quick, Matt Cherry, Nathan Shiflett, and Caleb Breeze are all currently sitting in that playoff spot. Has 16. The gap between 16 and 17 is 4 points. That would have been different, but we did have penalties from last week at New Hampshire. Driver number 81 received a 10-point penalty. Not really given a description why, but he did get 10-point penalties for those 10 points to move him from a playoff spot to a spot outside of playoffs right now. Let's go into pinned messages here. 4 races left to go before we'll reach the playoffs. So, there is that. Again, we'll give a quick look at the rest of your points for the drivers who are here tonight. There's a decent number of drivers who probably will not be on the list here, going through the rest of it here. You can see Luke Carbonell is here. I did not realize he joined this session. He is here, yep. Matthew Caribbean is also here tonight. He's been looking pretty fast in practice, if I do have to say. Brian Wortman, Matthew Klister, Zach Kreiser, Brian Mercy, they're all here. And we actually do get to go to the next page because there are some drivers on this page here that are here tonight. Kevin Freeze, Sean Mustaine Jr., and Jason Reinbush. Those guys are also here tonight trying to get themselves some points and move themselves up on the list. There is that for you. Qualifying is going on right now. Right now on the top of the speed charts, this last week's winner of Storm Patterson. He put down a 19:11, beat out guy who was trying to go for his 4th straight pole, Zach Millett, by 5/100ths of a second. Same thing with Eric Drapeau, beat him out by 5/1000ths. It's actually 5/100ths. 1/1000ths is the separation between Millett and Drapeau right now, as it looks like qualifying is winding down. That means we get to go over our 28 car field tonight. Again, my timing sheet got all messed up. And the first car on the grid will be our pole sitter. He's donning a new paint scheme this week. It's not the Budweiser number 8, it's the High Rock number 8 of Storm Patterson. Again, he put down a 19:11 for the pole speed. He'll be on the pole tonight. Starting 2 is outside. Currently not on the grid will be number 31 machine is Zach Millett. There he is. And that Team Conti GG Chevrolet. Row number 2, we'll see Eric Trapone, number 97, SFDV, Autism Speaks Canada Chevrolet. And 2 is outside will be another Team Conti America Racing Chevrolet, number 88, Daniel Wiles. Dalton Tucker, another America Racing teammate here, will be starting 5th tonight. And number 21, Ruco machine, different sponsor on this machine tonight. And who is outside, familiar colors to us so far. The season has not changed his paint scheme quite yet. The number 25 machine, Brandon Klusters in that ITRN machine. The Lucky Dogs Daycare, number 87, right now will be starting 7th tonight, but he's currently not on the grid. So starting 8th, we'll be seeing the number 19 machine that has a shark on it, Matthew Carabina. Starting 9th tonight in the Target machine, number 81 Chevrolet, known as Ryan Muniz. And riding on your top 10 tonight will be the Stripper Glitter, number 03 Chevrolet of Kevin Hash. Looking at 11th, it'll be another one of those SFTV machines. Number 92, Luke Carbonell, he's currently on the grid. Starting 12th will be number 45 machine, the Toyota Gazoo Racing, number 45 of Matt Cherry. 13th, in the Empire Vinyl Company, number 48 will be Brandon Pamitat. 14th, Matthew Klusters, and that Matthew Klusters Chevrolet, number 24. Starting 15th tonight in the, this is the Ward Burton throwback paint scheme that Cody Ware ran back at Darlington. Nathan Shiflett, Napper Bacon, number 4. Starting 16th tonight in the Liberty Paintball, number 50 will be Brian Rusi. 17th tonight in the Primo, number 35. There is some water on that car. It'll be starting out. Starting 18th in the Psychedelic Cat Machine, Angry Cat that's on drugs. I don't know what you want to call it. It'll be Matt Quick. 19th, driving the discount tire, number 12 for Dark Horse Mustang will be Zach Kreiser. Starting 20th in the Smitty Supplies Inc. Number 15 will be Tresnot. Starting 21st, he's making a return for the first time this season since, I think, the first week will be Kevin Freeze in the Under Armour, number 23. 22nd will be Jason Roundbush in the Mel Yellow, number 59. 23rd will be Kevin West in the Trailer Park Dude on TikTok, number 01. Josh Coley in the Flow Racing, number 33 will be 24. 25th will be Chris Gale in the Cadillac Chevrolet. 26 will be Caleb Breeze in the Victory Fuel Machine. John Mustaine is on the grid. He'll be 27th, and 28th will be Ryan Wortman. That is our field for tonight. Again, 150. We're racing on lap number 40 for stage 1, lap 80 for stage 2, and then we'll have a 70 lap stint to end the race. I don't think Dylan is on the racetrack. They did test the pace car like they did last week that we did not get at New Hampshire. It just really wouldn't be a safe kind of thing to have for him on the track this week, so we're going to sideline that and try it again in 2 weeks when we go to Las Vegas. But the iRacing.com pace car has made a left-hand turn onto the pit road here. Getting ready to come to Barney the Flagman. And we are racing from Martinsville. We have made it through lap number 1. That is a great sight to see. Storm Patterson's able to pull off to a half-second lead over Zach Millett. Those top 3 cars have been able to get single-filed out here. And as it looks like Drapeau has moved, actually stayed stationary. He started 3rd, while staying 4th, Tucker 5th. Trying to see where our first real potential battle is. We'll be back to Luke Carbonell here with his teammate behind him in 11th. This is all behind the 19 machine, Matthew Carabino. Even a little bit further back, we'll look here. Quick's on the inside of Brian Rusi. This is a battle for 17th place. And the caution's out. And that looks to be Brandon Pamitat going around. And it's caution number 1 has happened. And I feel like we're going to be saying this a lot tonight. We will go to the blimp cam. And we will watch the replay. Yeah, we're watching Brandon Pamitat here. If I had to take a guess, he's going to get a loose stop at turn number 4. Yep. Car just snapped. I think he might have had to check up a tiny bit there for Carbonell, and doing that just caused the car to unload on him and go around. That's probably one of the easiest cautions we can describe tonight. With this setup at this track, corner exit is going to be very, very dangerous. It's kind of the case for most of the short tracks. When we go to Bristol later in the year, we're going to see corner exit going to be really, really tough. Just the amount of wheel input you put here to get around these tight corners. You just never get the wheels straight enough on corner exit. So with a tiny bit trying to gas it up, that's going to be enough for it to just loop it around. So there is that. So I don't believe fuel is a concern for any of the stages. I believe we should be able to get every single lap ran on fuel. Tires is going to be the main concern tonight for these drivers. Really that right front tire is going to be a concern. Trying to say that as best as you can, as long as you can. It's going to be real tough. I mean, you don't have enough straightaway. There's barely any banking here. It's just going to be a tough task. So most of these guys, when they come down pit road, probably expecting at both stage ends, and maybe if we get a caution halfway through the final stage, you probably could see these guys coming down pit road. So sorry about that. There really is probably about 3 opportunities we'll see these guys pit tonight. I wouldn't also throw it out. Some guys back half the field might come down, halfway through, let's say stage 1, we get a caution on lap number 20. I wouldn't be surprised if those guys do come down, see if they can take advantage of fresher tires and get any sort of ground they can get. But the lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. Quick rundown of your top 10 here. It's Patterson, Millett, Drapeau, Wiles, Tucker, Kluser, Rittenauer, Muniz, Kevin Hash, and Matthew Carabino. As we get ready to watch the pace car exit off at turn number 3 here. And we'll be making our way to what is known as the Geico restart zone here on this racetrack to get this race back going. 7 complete lap number 8 this time, leaving 32 to go in the stage. And they're back racing. A great jump by the inside lane as there's 2 teammates there on the inside. Trapo's not going to be side by side with 31 machine is Zach Millett. He's able to be pretty equal with him on corner exit. Drapeau was going to lose a lot of time here, though, as Millett's going to be able to keep that position secured. Now he's going to have to try to defend off the teammates behind him in the 21-88. It looked like the 88 might have brushed the wall a tiny bit here. It's now a side-by-side between Tucker and Wiles for 4th. As things start to check up a tiny bit here, looks like Rittenauer might have a skosh overdrove the corner, as Tucker's now back in the corner to see if he can let Wiles in. Wiles does not take it, though. He's going to go ahead and stay in the outside lane. And now he's going to get clear of Tucker and maintain that 4th position. Side by side behind him, it's Rittenauer and Muniz. It's a battle for 7th heating up on the racetrack. These 2 side by side down the back straightaway. Ray on the inside, Muniz on the outside here. It's in front of the 03 of Kevin Hash. Both drivers are able to still stay side by side. This is a pretty interesting thing to see here. These 2 racing side by side as long as they can. One thing these drivers do need to be careful for, ever since it's now was season 1 build, iRacing updated the debris on the racetrack, so the marbles are going to be starting to formulate on the top of the track. Don't know if we can really see them here, as Ray's going to be able to complete the pass for 7th, and it's going to fall back to 8th. You don't really want to get way too high on the racetrack, otherwise the car's just going to get tight, and you're just not going to have very much fun. Like, Ron Bush is running right there. You don't want to do it. The car's going to get tight. It's just going to be terrible driving. It's going to take a couple laps for those tires to get cleaned off. And Sawyer I has a problem here off of turn number 2. I was watching him because he was battling there, and unfortunately he's going to lose spots. He's going to follow behind Brian Werman to 27th place, well over a half a lap behind race leader Storm Patterson. Now we'll watch our closest battle on the racetrack. It's going to be Chris Gale here, getting by Brian Rusi. Looks like he had a moment there. Rusi's going to lose a couple spots. Going to be side by side with Tress and I. Actually makes a tiny bit of contact here, and he's going to lose a couple more. What we saw earlier there with Muniz and Rittenauer, that's kind of what you kind of expect your inside line's the dominant lane here at Martinsville. Once you get on the outside lane, you're probably just going to want to try to find a hole to get behind here. Like Rusey here has an opportunity, if he just lets off a tiny bit, to just fall back in line and stop just losing positions behind Rees, and I think he will there. Storm Patterson still up front. He's got about a half a second lead over Millet. Again, these top two cars were your fastest two cars in practice. I believe Millet put down the fastest lap towards the end of practice of a 1908. Storm had fastest lap for majority of the practice here. There's quite a cluster going on back here. This is in 25th place. Again, these three cars are battling. Two of them seem to be a little bit struggling here as Robin Bush again is going to sort of go by. He'll sit back in 27th now. Trying to take a look here. Closest battle on the racetrack will be Matthew Klusterhuis with Kevin Fries. Fries started towards the back of the pack here, trying to make his way up here. We'll actually take a quick look at where he started. We can show that information. He started 21st. He's moved up to 15th. Not so bad so far. 20 laps into the race. It's just gonna be tough to complete passes in this car, as Pam was all over the back bumper quick going through 1 and 2. The gap has subsided a little bit here. Now he's gonna attempt again. See if he can get closer to him. I think there was a battle here. Shiflett was on the low side, letting Chris Gale go by. Gale moves up to 16th, Shiflett back to 17th. As Stressenot's now going to try the outside lane here on the 4 machine. And Shiflett's going to go ahead and lose a couple more spots. So maybe the outside lane's not going to be that bad for some of these drivers tonight. I don't know if Shiflett's just letting these guys go or whatnot, but it's just very interesting thing to see here. Sounded like someone made a tiny bit of contact here with the wall. Not really sure who it was. So again, Storm Patterson still has about a 7/10 second lead here as we're under caution. Trying to take a look at, see where our caution is, and it's going to be the 4 machine of Shiflett. Shiflett was our caution, and we get to do it again for the second time tonight. The blip cam and the replay. Let's see what happens here. This is around Quick and Pamitat. Something might just be off of that 4 machine. Oh, he hits the curb a tiny bit there. That upsets the car. And I think Pamitat just might have had enough of it. Gave him the bump once, gave him the bump twice, and I mean, 3 strikes and you're out. Pamitat had a very rough start of the race here, losing the car off of turn 4, bring out our first caution. There, it just looked like he was just tired of it. I mean, Shiflett was just losing a plethora of positions, so was running very slowly. I don't know if something was wrong with that machine or not, but kind of looked like 48 said, "Hey, I gave you 2 warning shots. The third one might be the nail in the final coffin." Couple cars that come down pit road, the 59 and the 35 came down pit road, as well as the 74. See a couple more cars coming down here, be the 12 and 89. As we are past halfway in stage number 1, 25 complete, 15 to go. Still, it's your top 5 hasn't really changed. Actually, your top 6 haven't really changed. It's Patterson, Millet, Drapeau, Wiles, Tucker, Klusterhuis, Rittenauer, Muniz, Hash, and Luke Carbonell, your top 10. Again, there's a very few amount of cars who have come down pit road. 23rd on back have pitted. And now, maybe some sort of strategy call or whatnot. It's one of those where I could see it happening. Again, anyone in that second half of the field on back making that pit stop, I wouldn't truly be surprised. So, pressure tires can work miracles sometimes. So, we'll see. Who knows? But we'll have our second restart tonight. As they're coming down the back straight away. The iRacing.com Racing.com pace car is going to go ahead and exit here off of turn number 3. The Patterson and Millet here on the front row. Coming to this restart, 27 will be completed, 13 to go in the stage. And the green flag's back out. An amazing jump here by Patterson again. Millet got a little bit better of a jump this time. He's getting able to actually clear Depo going into 1 and 2. Was side by side with him last time. Wild's going to see if he can go ahead and get clear of him. And it's a decent advantage going through 3 and 4. But I think the inside line is going to prevail. And actually, not so much. I feel like you can actually defend a little bit here in the outside lane. And you can see Wiles is still staying pretty tough here with Drapeau here on the outside lane. This is up again, battle for 3rd. And they're still side by side. This is very, very interesting. Seeing nothing. And there you go. Oh no, Drapeau overdrives the corner. Wiles is going to be able to get to his inside. And I think Drapeau should really just check up here and give the spot. But if he does, it's going to give Tucker the opportunity to take 4th away. Drapeau's gonna get clear. Tucker sends it in there. Oh, they're gonna touch a tiny bit. They make contact. And around goes the 97. We stay green. Single car spin. And I'm willing to bet that that 97 machine is damn hot. That, I mean... It does look like it's tough to pass. I mean, we see it in real life all the time in these cars. It's actually going to get roughed up here. Ray's going to get ran into the high groove. He's going to lose a couple spots. Kevin West and Muniz are going to be side by side going to 1. And with cautions out, 45 machines around in turn 1. For the 3rd time tonight, we click the blimp and we click the replay. A lot of stuff going on there. And this would be around Freeze and Quizers. This might be around 12th. Oh, Freeze sent it in there. Actually, the car just didn't slow down. You can see the tires locked up there. Just watch again right here. You see the tires are locked up. And when he's going in the corner, like, I don't think he meant to do that. And that sent the 45 machine around. Is we'll go back live here. As our 3rd caution of the night here, a couple cars come back down pit road. 15, 59, 74, 45 are all down pit road. Come to complete that, number 35 this time. 5 to go in the stage. So it's going to be real close here to the threshold. Will we complete the stage in time? I'm really surprised here. Some of these guys a little bit further on back don't think about pitting and try to flip the stage. Yeah, everybody's staying out. 12 car comes down pit road. Very, very interesting call. You could try to flip the stage here. I mean, you got 4 more laps in the stage. We're actually going to be under 3 to go. Things are all said and done. The lights are still on the pace car. Coming to complete 36 this time. Probably going to get 1 to go. And we'll complete 37 coming to 38. So we'll have 3 to go in the stage. So if anything, you only had to run 3 laps. I mean, I don't think you can make 80 laps. Well, you could potentially make 80 laps on. It'd be close. But rundown of your top 10 is a little bit different this time. It's Patterson, Millet, Wiles, Tucker, Clusers, Muniz, West, Rittenauer, Carbonell, and Kevin Hash, your top 10 this time. A little bit different than the last time here. The iRacing.com pace car is going to come down pit road here. Again, we're going to have 3 laps to go in the stage. Interesting position to have him here. And we're back racing here. Getting a great start by Storm Patterson. He's got 3 of those America Racing teammates behind him. As Millet's going to just fall right in line behind Patterson here. Tucker's going to get him behind Wiles. It's going to be now closer side by side with Muniz for 5th. Things are starting to check up a little bit behind him. This is with Carabina in front of Freeze. Scarpino's trying to see if he can take a peek on the outside here. Kevin Hash going into 1 and 2. Doesn't work. Ruiz trying to get the high side to work here on the outside of Freeze. This is for 13th. And as we're coming to the last lap in the stage, white flag is out in stage number 1. Storm Patterson has about a 0.3 second lead here over Millet. Can Millet do anything going through 3 and 4? No, he can't. And it's for the first time tonight, stage 1 winner, Storm Patterson. And a quick rundown of your top 10. It's Patterson, Millet, Wiles, Tucker, Klusterhuis, West, Rittenauer, Muniz, Hash, Carpenter, unofficial results here. We're going to try to get you your stage points real quick. This is going to take some work, so give me a second to get this done. Well, again, this is going to be very unofficial. I don't have the official stage results, so. Again, here comes these guys down pit road. And very, very interesting call. I would have probably, if you're in the back half of the field, I would think I would have pitted and then flipped the stage. So you can see Wiles, he's going to stay out here. Same thing with started off, but he pitted 18 laps ago, so he's probably a little bit better situation than some of these guys. Quick, he pitted 17 laps ago. Cherry, Ott, Kreiser, Wortman's coming down pit road, all pitted a couple cautions ago. And taking a look at your race off pit road, Millet's going to come off first. Looks like 2 tires for him. Same thing with Tucker, Rittenauer, Hash. Patterson took 4, and he's going to drop all the way back to 11th on this restart. And he would be 4th, 5th car with the guys who pit. 4 took 2, and everyone else took, besides Coley, took 4. So taking a look at things, Wiles is in, I think, the worst position of the guys who stayed out. Again, it looks like Sawyer, Tresna, Matt Quick, Matt Cherry, Zach Kreiser all took tires on their pit stops. So, and this is, we're talking about 45 lap tires here, 25 lap difference between some of these guys up here. I mean, we watched it last week. Tires didn't really mean anything. So it's going to be, looks like it's going to be interesting. But here comes the iRacing.com pace car to pit road. And it's Wiles will lead this group of drivers to the restart zone. And we're back racing here at Martinsville. As Wiles gets a great jump, Sawyer was unable to do what Millet's been able to do most of the night, get clear of third place, and drop in front of him. He's going to get clear of him down the back straight away and hop in line 2nd. As all Millets get loose, all things are going to start checking up. The caution's out. And I mean, everyone kept it straight. This all started for Millet, who looked like he got loose. And for the, technically the 5th time tonight, 4th for incident, we go to the replay blimp. You know, we're watching 31 of Zach Millet here. Oh yeah, he really had to get on the brakes there. He's a lot faster than the 15 machine. That thing's all sideways. Things start to check up. Okay, Storm did go around. All right. It didn't look like the 8 machine went around. Initially, it looked like he was able to keep it straight, but then he got straight out by the 25. So, that is our 5th caution of the night. Oh, actually, there was more after that. Hold the damn phone. Hang on. What happened after this? What happened to Coley? Watching Coley here. He's trying to get through the... Oh. 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 They almost had one go up and over. That's very, very interesting. That's some severe damage for that 33 machine's left front. Interesting. By the way, it's starting to get to that summertime. You know, it's pretty hot here in Wisconsin today. Last couple of days. Make sure you guys drink some water. Figure it's a great time to mention that here, as the Primo machines in second has some water on it. I mean, we can go ahead and do the quick look at the rear chase here. Look, there's water on that car. Drink some water, stay hydrated. And that's our lap number 50 advice for you tonight. It's Wild, Sawyer, Matt Quick, Trust or Not, Matt Cherry, Zach Kreiser, Kevin Hash, Zach Millett, Ray Rittenauer, Dalton Tucker, your top 10 here. Coming to another restart tonight. We're going to come to completion on lap number 50. 100 to go in the stage. We got about 30 to go in... Sorry, 100 to go in the race, 30 to go in the stage. And it's Wild's going to lead him down to the restart zone this time, as we are back racing here at Martinsville. Sawyer is clear. He had plenty of space to get down, but it's not a teammate. We've seen Millet being able to clear third place because it was his teammate most of his restarts. And this time Sawyer was able to get clear. It's going to leave Trust or Not side by side with Matt Quick and Matt Cherry here. Kreiser is going to be in the top of 3 here. Where'd his name go here? As things are going to start become a cluster back here. As Kevin West is going to go around off the bumper of Kevin Freeze. That's a second week in a row this 01 machine has been involved in an incident. I've lost track. This is our 5th time, 6th time we're going to the replay blimp. Let's do it. We're watching the 01 of Kevin Freeze. Things are all jumbled up because you got guys who stayed out, guys who pitted. It's hard to tell. So it kind of looks like right here, the car might have been a smidgen free on him, which then might have caused him to check up. Might have also been tight, so you might have let off, trying not to. Oh yeah, you can see there. You can see right there was exhaust flame coming out. So he let off there, and when he did that, it just kind of checked things up, made things interesting. And why is Brian in front of the pace car? What happened to Brian? He's gonna have to get the wave around? But hey, Brian's gonna be back on the low. Alright, he's gonna get the wave around here. He is in front of the race leaders. Love to see that. You see the 92. I don't think he's gonna beat the pace car off pit road. He's gonna try to beat this pace car off pit road. And he did. He's gonna get a penalty for it. Same thing with the 19 machine. I think those two for sure were speeding to beat that pace car off pit road. It looks like the 24 might have called it a night. Same thing with the 59. Those guys, 50 some laps in this race tonight, are going to call it a race. Again, Caribbean has got a penalty, and that could be one of those penalties where it's
might have to be a drive-through depending on how fast he went to beat the pace car off pit road. You do have about a 15-mile-per-hour threshold between a just speeding on pit road and excessive speeding. Excessive speeding is a drive-through penalty. You can also see the 92 also has a penalty here, so they might have gotten that penalty for excessive speeding on pit road. Pit road speed limit's 35. They might have did 50 trying to get off pit road, and that's enough to get that potential drive-through penalty. So we'll see. It's surely nothing like they did wrong. It's one of those. It's just you're trying to game the system here and beating the pace car off pit road. So Wiles went back into the restart zone, and we're back racing here. A great start here by Sawyer this time. He's actually pretty equal here with Wiles. That'd be pretty damn close to being called an official lead change here under green flag conditions. But Sawyer has all the opportunity to get to the bottom lane here. Doesn't take it, as Tucker and Millet are going to be side by side. This is for 6th. Oh, as Quick really checks up the inside lane here. That's going to give... Tucker is going to get stuck behind these guys on older tires. But right now, on fresher tires, it's going to be Dalton Tucker leading the way. As he's going to look 3 wide on the inside of Trestonot. Jerry's going to back out of it. He's going to unfortunately check up the 8 machine. Winner is stage number 1. As Tucker is going to be able to get clear of the 15, he moves himself up to 4th. Getting the first guy on tires to right sides, I'm going to assume. Storm Pirates are going to try to see if they get by the 45 machine. The Toyota Gazoo racing number 45 of Matt Cherry. And he will now puts Kevin Freeze side by side with him. And Cherry's now going to drop like a rock in a 2-foot creek. As Tucker's now actually working on the 35 machine of Sawyer Ott. And as Tucker's going to get by him. And the caution's out. The 8 cars involved. As things are parked here on the back straightaway. To the bump cam and the replay. Let's see what happens here. All right. Watching the High Rock number 8. And I think he was trying to roll the corner there, and Freeze got to the throttle quicker than him. And when he did that, that just sends the High Rock number 8 around. See it right here again. Right here, yeah, Freeze gets to the gas quicker, sends him around, and things start to check up here. Oh, that's going to be some hard damage. That could potentially be a toe link bent on the rear end for Storm Patterson. That might be no bueno. But still going. He is on pit road. No meatball flag or anything for him. But unfortunately, stage 1 winner, Storm Patterson, they have a pretty rough road ahead here to try to go back to back. And it's gonna, I mean, you're not gonna get much damage fixed either. It's one of those things like the pace car is at the start finish line. He does have an advantage being the first pit stall. So, I mean, he only has, you know, a short distance to go. But it's gonna be a rough road for him. I mean, he got brushed there by a car trying to get to his inside of him, and then got hit a pretty decent hit to the side of the car. And those hits are ones that where it gets kind of an iffy, because you don't want any sort of toe link damage, because that's gonna take a while to fix. But 64 laps are in the book. We're racing the lap 80 in the stage, 16 to go in the stage, 86 to go in the race. We've already had a decent number of cautions tonight. I think this might be an 8th caution we've had. It's still Wiles out front, Quick 2nd, Tucker 3rd, Sawyer out 4th, Treston 5th. Again, Tucker's on the freshest tires out of this bunch. And the number 21 machine. Pace car down pit road to the restart zone they go, and Wiles gets going. Great start, but a terrible start by Tucker behind him. It's going to be pretty equal with the 89 machine going into 1. I'm going to expect those fresh tires to have the advantage here, and he's able to get clear of him as Trestonot's able to get around his brother Sawyer. Things really start to check up here. Millet, he's going to be forced real high as Trestonot's going to have troubles here on the corner exit. He's going to get pushed by Millet down that front straightaway. They're going to be 3 wide going into turn 1. Things start to check up. Things start to get all trouble here, as it looked like Reeves had problems getting into turn number 1. And we'll just watch the replay. Okay, so this is 4 coming up to it. You can see again, the 15 has problems. That's going to start checking things up here. Going to have 3 wide. And just 3 wide doesn't work here. And I don't know if trying to see. I don't know if Reeves hit the brakes a tiny bit sooner than Brandon thought. But it's enough to get him sideways. And that means a single car spin. But still a car, parallel to the racing groove. And fortunately, it's going to bring out the caution. I really need to have a caution. Actually, I can start counting them here. We are up to our 8th caution, I believe, tonight. And that's right, our 8th yellow of the night. And we're getting inside 10 to go on the stage. And these number cars coming down pit road here. They might be seeing what the Yacht Brothers have done, what Matt Quick has done. Again, if we get another quick caution here before the stage end, I would really contemplate coming down pit road. Some of these guys further back in the pack. I mean, Matt Sherry, he's also still up here. Like, some of these guys have. I mean, Wiles, he's still up here. He's been on this. Granted, he's the race leader. He hasn't really had challenge till now. His teammates gonna be outside of him here on the front row. But he's been out here. He's been out front this whole entire race on this set of tires. So if I was one of these guys, back half the field, take a look at this, come down pit road underneath the next caution, and try to flip this stage. Because it's clearly working for some of these guys. I mean, it's Martinsville, it's a short track. This is a track that we set our most cautions for 20-some couple years ago. Like, it'd be a smart move. As we're back into the restart zone, we're back racing here at Martinsville. 9 to go in the stage. As Tucker's able to clear down in front quick here, now he's going to have to try to see if he can get around Wiles. Camera test on the inside of the 45 machine. This is going to be a battle for 4th in the stage. It's going to be 3 wide behind it on corner exit between Sawyer and company. Things settle down there. And it looks like someone got in the back bumper a tiny bit of the 4 machine. Nothing happening there. And Sriracha's really still trying to defend here. Same thing with Treston. Chrysler gets up into those marbles there. As Storm's all over the back bumper of the 4 machine. Sends him into his teammate. The good old bump and run. Oh, and that's... Alright. I think... it's a good time to take a look at the cockpit camera for this one. We're riding on board with the 4 machine, a Shiflet. Yep, he got moved up the track there. That is short track racing. And I mean, right in the middle of the track, and yep, not the most heinous intentional wreck we've seen in the league. I think I have seen a lot worse at Payback. Yeah. We are under caution. This is a ninth time. 5 to go on the stage. 75 to go in the race. And I mean, some guys have come down the road here. Some folks have done that. Again, it's really worked out well for Quick and Cherry. And you got some guys who has not worked out well for. I mean, Tress and I both come down pit road. Those guys were out there on their tires. Storm Patterson's back down pit road. Rusey came down pit road. Same thing with Cully. Same thing with Brian Wortman. But that's just Brian's strategy. He loves to pit and stay out of the carnage. And I don't blame him. Try to have a clean car at the end of the race. I mean, this is one of those races you might need that. But the light should be coming up on the iRacing.com pace car right about now. We are 1 lap to green. So when we do get back going, we'll be on lap 79, 2 to go in the stage. Can Tucker get around Wiles? Or does the strategy Wiles played of running all 80 laps on this one set of tires work out for him? I mean, it's truly not been enough laps each run for it to be offsetting any way she performed for the field to get by him. And I mean, we're also seeing here with the 89 and 45. Those two have maintained great position here, staying out on these tires. A lot fresher than Wiles, but they've made it work. And Tucker's going to be side by side with Wiles through 1 and 2. We'll keep it here. It's a battle for the stage win. Tucker's going to have a great position here into 3 and 4. He's running the top. Going to try to get the power down here. Coming to the white flag in the stage 1. A lap to go, stage 2. And the caution's out. As there's Carnage back in the pack. Shufflet's involved. And I think we need to go to the blimp cam. Let's see what happens here. Yep, that's what happened before it. I mean, we kind of seen this earlier on with Shiflet. Plusser was looking inside, and that just didn't work. It didn't. And I'm going to try to quickly get these stage results in before guys pit. And unfortunately, I think guys are coming down pit road. I missed it. The only thing I do know is Wiles won the stage, Tucker finished second. So our points aren't going to be accurate again, so I might as well just close out this tab on the Google Chromes. And we'll try again 2 weeks from now. Again, yeah, we have a bye week next week. We have an off week. There'll be no action going on in the Iron Racing League next week. We'll return in 2 weeks. Let's see, today's the 13th, next week's the 20th. May 27th, day after Memorial Day. I think we're going to Las Vegas. I believe we are going to the 1.5 mile track that is known as Las Vegas. And that's 2 weeks from now. And that'll put us with 4 races to go in this regular season. So that's fun. And I'm gonna try to push for some of these guys because it will be happening after on Memorial Day. I'm gonna put out a request over the next 2 weeks to see if we can get some, make Las Vegas like our patriotic race. Try to get these guys involved with this. Run some patriotic paint schemes out here. You know, try to pay respect as we can for Memorial Day for those once we lost serving our wonderful country. So for those of you watching this right now, whenever you're watching this, I would love to see as many guys in the field running some sort of patriotic scheme 2 weeks from now when we go to Las Vegas. May 27th, day after Memorial Day. So I'll put a memo out for you guys too. That'd just be cool. But we're gonna go back racing here. 67 laps to go on the stage. We've had 10 cautions. How many more do we get? As Dalton Tucker's now your race leader here, it's gonna move Zach Millett up to second. These two guys both pit at the end of stage number 1, so they've been out here for 42 laps. The only guy who hasn't pitted in a while will be Matt Quick as runner caution again. I believe the 81 machine is involved in this. To the replay, blimp. We're watching the 81. He's right there on your racetrack. Let's see what happens. Gets loose, sends it on the inside of the 50 machine. Sends it in there real deep. Oh, he gets on the curb. That sends him around. Does not make any contact with it. Oh, there's some contact right there. I don't know if that's as severe as his teammates earlier. That is a decent contact to have, especially in that part of the car. You don't want to have the contact there. That's just you're playing with danger having a contact there. And I feel like we're to the point in this race where I'm just going to start pulling people into the booth when I feel like it. And we're going to move up one guy here who was involved in a few cautions ago. To get his opinion on that caution. The 8 machine store pass.
With the 4-car?
Yeah!
I'm gonna knock that motherfucker upside the head, because what the hell was that?
Whoa!
Sorry for my language, but Nathan Shifley, if you're listening to this, what the hell? That was bullshit. What the fuck? I've been ran over. I've been ran over 18 times this race, and I moved one person by accident because he slammed on the damn brakes in the middle of the corner. And you guess what happens to me? I get right reared, Alex. You know how disheartening that is, sitting on the pole, winning stage 1, sitting up there with Millett and chasing Millett and doing X, Y, and Z. The thing with Freeze doesn't even bother me anymore. It's all that damn 4-car, and I hear he just arca braked the 81. So I just want to say, Shiflett, I'm disappointed. That's all I'm saying.
All right, you're going back racing, Storm. I have to now eliminate our PG raid.
No, Alex, thank you. I hope you have a great rest of the race.
Hey, thanks for the interview, man.
Yeah, we're going great.
Yeah, they're going back racing. I have to apologize. I was not expecting that vulgar of language used. 61 laps to go. I missed 69 laps to go. Tucker's got a great restart here. Now it's got Millett behind him. It's going to be side by side behind that between two teammates. And the 67 machine, very surprised. See him up front running here. He's doing a great job. And he almost got pushed 3 wide there. With the 03. As things have settled down a tiny bit, a smidgen, a pinch, I might say. As Freeze gets by quick, move that 03 up to third. And action goes back here with Diop Brothers and Kevin West. And it's a slow behind the A machine that's damn hot. And West is now going to look at the inside of the 35. This is Bow for 10th. And West is going to get by him. Yeah, move up West a spot. Taking further back here, this is kind of where all our action has been, all the drama we've seen. Back half the field here, Chapeau and Pamatite are side by side. This is for 16th place. And this is a pretty, decent green flag run. I did not think we'll see, 6 laps. And they're still side by side for 16th. They're actually side by side a little bit further ahead here. This is between Chestnut and Daniel Wiles. He pitted underneath the stage caution, put himself back here in 13th. As there's action a little bit further ahead here between Gale and Rittenauer. This is a Bow for 7th. These two could potentially have a little bit of bad blood. Last lap a week ago in New Hampshire, we saw the 9 car try to send it a little bit further than he did all night long and got into the 87 and ruined a decent race that the 87 was having. Check out also the 35. Last lap, he also flipped, so there is that. As the 25 was able to get around the 67, as Millet's starting to reel in the 21 a tiny bit for the race lead. I mean, these two have checked out 2.5 seconds over Kevin Hash. And Matt Quick's still going. I feel like you could, make it a decent amount on the field, but he's been out here for 72 laps. That's like our 3rd caution in the race. I think we're gonna get some laps down here, right? We're gonna turn some laps. Things have looked to calm down a tiny bit, and as well as gonna get around Rittenauer for 11th. Now sets his eyes on a 23 machine, as the L1's now all over the back bumper of the 8. Who's in 8th? Look at that. The 8 car's in 8th. Hell yeah. I mean, we have a 1 car, but, he doesn't race. We don't have a 2 car. We don't have a 3, but we do have an 03 who's in 3rd. That's Kevin Hash. 03 in 3rd. And I mean, Storm Patterson was all over the back bump of the 9 machine there. As this has been a decent green flag run. I'm going to use Brian Wortman as our marker here, guy who has pitted underneath every single caution. We've been green for about 14 laps. That is astonishing right here. As Miller again, he's reeling in Tucker a little by little. He just set the line out there, and he's just starting to reel him in. He felt the little bit of the bite there on the hook, and just yanked it back, and it's just starting to reel. Unfortunately, it took a lot of line to get him in here, but he is doing this. And this is, again, 3 seconds in front of Hash and Quick and Kluserhus and Rees. And I mean, unfortunately, I think a lot of these guys are going to be stationary for now until, some of these guys start burning off that right front tire and the car just ultimately gets too tight. Coley's going to get around Rittenauer. This is for 12th. As it looks like West is on the inside of Patterson for 8th. This is really the only real action. I mean, we have Japone and Ott. They're close to each other for 14th. But Patterson, unfortunately, is going to have to let... And the caution's out. What? What? For what? Who went around? there's only one way to figure this out. We go to the blimp cam and we just watch. I have a feeling it might have to do around here. I'm not real sure. I'm taking a guess. Yeah, it is right there. Freeze got loose after looked like Patterson got loose a tiny bit on corner exit. I mean, when he got loose, I wouldn't really say he got loose. The car did get sideways. I mean, it did have a trajectory going back into the track, but he got that thing slowed down. And he kept it straight. To me, that we could have stayed green. But anyway, I mean, we are under caution. And we can go ahead and have another interview. I feel like this interview is not going to have as much cussing in it as last time because we'll pull up our Stage 2 winner into the booth in the 88 machine of Daniel Wiles. Hello.
What's going on?
You won Stage 2 and you've made your way back up to 9th.
Yeah, we're rolling along here. Just trying to keep it clean, I guess. Trying to keep distance from everybody and let them make the mistakes and gain free spots here.
I mean, you've done it so far. I mean, how tough is it to pass? I mean, it's been, once things get settled down after the restart, it just looks like it's tough to pass.
It is. I was trying to give the 23. I was trying to cut and make them look, kind of pressure him going into the corner to make him force him into a mistake, and he did really good. So, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to pass unless you can get a run or they make a mistake in front of you. So it's just forcing somebody to do an error.
Well, you've done a great job so far. I mean, we've been back racing for, 30 laps, and you've made progress up to 9th. Maybe you can get 8 more spots, and we'll talk to you later for Victory Lane.
We're going to try it.
I'd love to see it happen, man. We're going to let you go and get back down there because they are getting ready to go into the restart zone. So, good luck.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good rest of the stream.
Thanks. As that's the 88 machine of Wiles. Again, they're getting ready to go back racing. I feel like it's, his teammate is on control for the restart, so it'd probably be a great thing to give him the information that they're going back racing here and know when he's going. As another great start by the race leader. And I think we saw our green flag run for the race. All right, I think the Calamity's coming back. As Kevin Hatch is actually going to complete the pass for second. It's now Brandon Kluser who sends it in here on Millet. He's getting actually a lot of decent bumps there to that 31 machine. And it's just going to have to sit back there in 4th. And the caution's out. That looked to be the 97 to 45 around. All right. We'll go over the blimp and we'll click the replay button. What happened to Eric? It's the first real car I saw go around. I mean, they're 3 wide. All right. It looked like Eric was just a bystander of potentially his teammate trying to get the position here on the 45. And I mean, yeah. Oh no! Storm's involved in it again! How's that High Rock Vodka machine still running? I am surprised that machine's still running. We're under caution yet again. 36 to go in the race. I feel like it's a great caution to take a look at our out of town scoreboard. Ooh, this is a very interesting thing to see here. The Cavaliers, the top seed in the East, has been eliminated from the playoffs. They lose their series 4-1 after losing 114 to 105 to the Pacers. Pacers move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Nuggets are on top of the Thunder right now. 4:59 to go in the first quarter. In a series that's tied 2-2. Stars leads the Jets early on in the third quarter. Or is it period in hockey? I'm not real sure. Tigers and Red Sox are tied. The White Sox surprisingly have a lead over the Reds. That's astonishing. As they're getting ready to go racing here. Marlins over the Cubs, Rangers over the Rockies, Royals and Nationals are tied, and Angels over the Padres. Really interesting. That was your look at your out-of-town scoreboard. It's Tucker and Hash on the front row this time. Highest up Hash has been on one of these restarts. Let's see how he does. I mean, he's gonna have a disadvantage, and it's a major disadvantage because those two teammates were able to do a teammate type of restart here and almost get Millet cleared. And it looked like Hash was able to get clear of the 89 as a 25 is going to try to go around the outside of the 89 here. Getting 89, he is on the oldest tires of this race. He has not pitted since lap number 16 as he makes contact with the 25. Things stay green. Nothing happening from it. No harm, no foul. As Freeze is on the inside of the 01. This is a battle for 6th. Sorry, 5th. Battle for 5th. Still side by side for 5th. Freeze on the inside, West on the outside of the battle of Kevin's. While another Kevin's a little bit further ahead here in 3rd. We have 3 Kevins on our screen here. Now it's only 2. I mean, Reese is challenging the 8. Oh, around goes Reese. Oh, he keeps it. Oh, no. I mean, we saw that unfolding from the start, so we truly don't need to watch the replay on this one. But I mean, we got nothing better going on, so we'll watch it. We'll watch it unfold. Again, Quick has been out here for 96 laps. I think Reese thought he was clear. I mean, he had it saved for a split second, but I think the amount of the wheel there was just enough for him to go whoop and then whoop into the outside there in front of the 33 machine. Pretty decent job at saving for the most part until the very end. I mean, it's when you get that wheel any way, shape, or form, go from one to the other, that's what's going to happen. And a decent run for the 67, unfortunately, is going to potentially fall to the wayside here. As he's going to have to come down pit road. And probably get some damage fixed. And what else was going on your out-of-town scoreboard? Oh, the Rays beat the Blue Jays 11-9. Mets over the Pirates 2-1. The Braves get a win today, 5-2 over the Nationals. That's it. Well, we do got a game 5 tomorrow night in the NBA. 8:30 p.m. on True TV Max and TNT. Wolves have the 3-1 series lead, and it comes back to the Target Center tomorrow night. Try to eliminate another superstar in the league. Get him back to the Western Conference Finals for the 2nd year in a row. So, I'm wondering if these guys can go 27 more laps. The guy I'm truly... Oh, he pitted. Never mind. So 96 was his limit. So some of these guys, I'm wondering if they can go 109 laps on fuel. I mean, your top 3 have been on the racetrack the longest, so it's... And here's also a thing to think about. They only took 2 tires. So all those left side tires have been used up a little bit. Tucker took the outside lane here on this restart. That is very, very interesting. And he's going to get an amazing jump this time. And that checks up the 03. And that gives the 25 an opportunity here to be the highest car on fresh tires. And he's going to still be side by side with the 03. Does the 03 give him position? No, he doesn't. They're still going to be equal through 3 and 4. '03 with the advantage down the front straightaway. And again, there's 3 Kevins on your screen. 3 of them. 25 is able to get in front of the 23, getting an opportunity for West to try to roll the top here by the 25, who's behind the 03. Now, I'm pretty sure the 01 unfortunately didn't score points for his intentional acts of wrecking last week. Don't quote me on that, as I was looking into points graphics today, entering my information. So he's trying to rebound and get as many points as he can this week. Took him from being the top 4 in points to like 7th. The caution's out. What car is going slow? It's a 33 of Josh Cully. All right. His name's dropping on my... I'm going to get to him eventually. There we go. The 33. To the blimp. And the replay. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling that this could potentially be off the front bumper of the 8. I just have a hunch. Actually, it's off the side of the 48. Yeah, it looks like the 48 got loose on a little bit further. Or did the 33 get loose? I'm not... One of those 2 cars got loose off a corner exit, and that sent the 33 around. That's what happened. Their contact was made, and the 33 ended up spinning. All right. We're now inside 20 to go, so we got all sorts of calamity coming here. Only 2 drivers out of the race. Fortunately, the 67, like I said, had a great day going, fall to the wayside, and is now 5 laps down. Coley, he's on pit road. He's actually leaving pit road right now. Same thing with the 87. So let's see if we're going to beat the pace car off of pit road. 67 is back on the racetrack. Good thing for him, he's the only car a lap down. 25 cars are still on the racetrack and only 1 car a lap down. So as long as no other cars go a lap down, he's in a great position to get potentially all 5 laps of those back. All 5 of those laps back. We shall see. Again, it looks like Tucker's going to take the outside lane here. And it's going to give Millet the opportunity to be on the inside. Again, it's Tucker, Millet, West, Hash West. Kluser's Freeze. Patterson, Hamitat, Wiles, Muniz, your top 10. Coming into the restart zone, we're back racing. A great jump by the 21 this time. And it's going to give actually all opportunity for Kevin West to get clear. Oh, no, he did not get clear. That's actually going to check things up in here in the outside lane. He's going to potentially get clear of the 03 going into 3. No, he doesn't. Still going to be side by side with him off of 4. Coming to 16 to go. 134 completed. 16 more laps to go, and the 23 goes around. He's just... Am I on him? Yes, we are. Alright. I think his name stopped dropping. We can just go to the blimp and we'll watch the replay. All right. I am 99.7% sure that was because of netcode. But also Brandon was coming up a tiny bit. But the initial contact, you'll see it right here, is netcode. There is no contact being made. Yeah, there's a decent amount of space there. I think Brandon would have made contact with him no matter what, but what sent the 23 around was netcode. It's a netcode wreck that was also probably was going to be a wreck because I think Brandon was going to hit him no matter what. By the way, Reese is now 8 laps down. That sucks to see. And Brian Warman's back on pit road. He's made 17 pit stops in this race. This is why Brian's the GOAT. We'll have the parking lot on the last lap. He's going to sneak through for like a top. He's going to come back down pit road for the 18th time. Hell yeah. It's still Dalton Tucker race later, by the way. Luke Carbonell's also on pit road, by the way. Millet West, your top 3. Hash, Klusterhoos, your top 5. Pimtet, Muniz, Wiles, Cherry, and Sawyer Ott, your top 10. Wiles has only gained a spot since we talked to him about a stage 2 win. Oh, let's see, it's 17 minutes ago. So, and Tucker's taking the top again this time, giving Milt the bottom. I mean, it's worked out for him. He's been able to get clear and continue to have the race lead. And the pace car is down pit road. We're getting ready to back go green here. And a great start by the outside lane this time. And his Hash is going to be side by side with Milton. The caution's back out. You got... We just went back racing, guys. How the hell have we wrecked again? To the blimp. Where does this come from? Oh, what? What? What the hell? Huh? What? Hang on, we're gonna watch this from the cockpit. First gear, so normal restarting gear. Does he just spin the tires? I think it was just spun tires. I'm not real sure. And he's still on pit road, by the way. He's got a black flag, so he served that. But I'm still in shock for what happened for Drapeau there underneath that caution. What, did he just spin the tires, or maybe we'll get a radioactive moment for whenever radioactive does come out. Radioactive is still happening, by the way, guys. Don't worry about it. It's still a thing that they've been recording it all season long. I'm so confused by that restart. Anywho, we're inside 10 to go. We're going to come to 6 to go when we go back racing here. Tucker is still your race leader. He chose the outside lane here. Yet again. And we'll see what happens here on this restart. A great jump by the 97. The rest of the field didn't jump at all. And Isabel is now back for third. Side by side between the two Kevins. Ooh, Millet looked like he potentially slipped up a tiny bit here. And the caution is back out. The 67 was showing yellow streaks on my timing and scoring. What happened? Tresson goes low. Doesn't really hit anything there with the curbing. Carbonell's next in line. Is that another netcode wreck? I believe that's another netcode wreck. I mean, things do get stacked up here. I'm gonna put that one on netcode. I ain't gonna. Yeah. Well, we're at 4 to go. Probably can get 2 to go this time. I have to guess. This might be our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Or we might have an off the books, don't have to pay a tax to attempt at a green-white checkered. Now the lights are still on the pace car. We are most certainly getting one of our 2 attempts at overtime. That's fun. That is fun. I don't think we're at the territory for most cautions in a race. I've counted 14, that's 15, 16. We're getting ready to go back racing here. 17, 18. Yeah, we're at 18 cautions, so that is fun. But Tucker took the outside here, Millet on the inside. This, I do believe, is our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Again, an amazing jump by Tucker on the outside. Give West actually a great opportunity to be side by side with Millet through 1 and 2. 2 laps to go. Looking a little bit further back here. This is a battle for third. Oh, the L3 gets hard into the back bumper. The 48 into the wall, riding it a tiny bit. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Tucker's in a great position here. Has 2 teammates behind him. What does West do? Does West just fall in line? Does Hash have anything for him? Hash tries a little bit. No. But it's going to be Dalton Tucker, your Smitty Supplies 200 race winner from Martinsville. Millet, West, Hash, Klusterhoos, your top 5. That was a race. Yeah, that was, yep, that was a race. It's not Dalton's first win in the league. He was a former league member, and this is probably like his, what, 3rd or 4th win in the league, so there is that. And we'll get that pause mid-burnout. And we'll pull the 21 machine up into the broadcasting booth and talk about his win here at Martinsville.
Oh, I'm trying not to wreck.
Oh, let me click. I had it paused. Sorry, let's see what's going on here. No, that's not you.
I
Oh
just
shit, you did wreck.
wrecked.
Well, you won. You lasted 108 laps, some way, shape, or form. On tires, fuel, mental capability to finish this race with 18 cautions. How'd you do it?
Well, honestly, the cautions was the exact reason because I took 2 tires, fuel,
Mhm.
and I think I needed a gallon left to finish, and each caution just helped out. And I actually had about 30 something laps left at the end. And it's just like tires did not fall off at all. And it was just all about hitting your marks. And Zach and Storm were, of course, the 2 fastest, I think. But with those cautions, you can't pass here unless you give somebody the bumper.
I did witness that a lot tonight. Majority of our cautions were a bumper given to try to pass. So you're right on that one. Well, you held them off ever since you took over the race lead there from the end of the stage on, end of stage 2 on. No one was really able to give you much of a battle on those restarts to get by you there. And you're able to put this
Yeah,
21 machine in victory lane.
Yeah, it's a good feeling knowing you got teammates up here, and at a track like this, it kind of creates a buffer. I mean, of course they're going for the win, they're putting themselves in a good spot too, but knowing that you have a teammate that's going to race you extremely clean is the best feeling at Martinsville. And once we kind of had 3 of us up there, it was kind of playing cat and mouse on which lane I could help more, and we kind of worked out. It was a very tight racing at the end, though.
That it was. Before we go ahead and let you go there and chat it out with the other teammates who aren't in the, we brought up here. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to, a quick thank you for?
Oh yeah, big shout out to the new sponsor this week, the Target. They came on board this week, and with Ruco, Capital Materials, all the other sponsors, just appreciate everybody. I knew this race was going to be or had the potential to be like this, but I think overall everybody did a great job. It's a tough race. Car's very twitchy, so I think it's just a good overall race, even though there's a lot of cautions. As always, appreciate you doing what you do up in the booth. It should be fun with all the cautions, but it's definitely good to get out of this track with a win and move on to something different.
We actually go to 1.5 miles in 2 weeks.
That'll be much better than this. Oh, also shout out to my teammates, America Racing. 1, 2, 3. Wish Daniel could have been up there with us, and
He finished 6th.
maybe we can get that. Yeah, we can get that 1, 2, 3, 4 next time. So we'll shoot for that.
Well, that'd be a very interesting thing to see. Something I kind of really want to see. Well, congratulations on your race win. Look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks when we go to Las Vegas.
All right, thanks, man.
Since that was race winner Dalton Tucker. Next up will be the number 31 machine of Zach Millett.
Alex, what's up, man?
I've talked to you so much, man.
I feel like we're closer now,
I feel like that is the case, yeah. I'll agree with that. You come home second. You started there, you finished there. You did have to do a little bit of work there in stage 2 to make some moves, but beginning of stage 3 onward, you were consistently in that second position.
Yeah, I felt like a good spot. I mean, if you get anywhere beyond like 6th place, it was pretty scary. Kind of dreading the pit stop all night, honestly. I just wanted to get it done and over with as soon as possible, and I think we kind of saw that every time any car was kind of stuck back there. They were pretty darn vulnerable.
That was very true. I mean, you and Storm were the two fastest cars most of the night, and you were able to kind of rebound back up here. Storm couldn't get, he was just getting caught up in everything.
Yeah, he had really good pace tonight. His exit, especially off 4, was just murdering me, and that was where I was struggling big time tonight. My exit off 4, I just couldn't match it, and it was weird because it seemed like once I got behind somebody, I was kind of stuck. I couldn't really hit my marks. Like at the end there, I really needed Dalton to slip up pretty big to have a shot, but being teammates, I definitely wasn't gonna throw it in too hard.
Did not. You came home second place. I'm pretty sure you still extended your points lead.
I hope so.
You were 73 points coming in. I didn't get the numbers for stage 2, so I couldn't give you a rough estimate, but if I had to guess, maybe you extended it by like 6 points, if I had to guess. Ballpark figure.
Heck yeah, I'll take anything. Even if it was 1 point, I'm happy about it.
I would be too. Well, we got 2 weeks off. We go to a track that's not shaped like a paperclip in 1.5 miles. You looking forward to that?
Yeah. Man, do we have 2 weeks off? Holy cow, I didn't even know.
Oh, sorry, we have a week off. We're back in 2 weeks.
Okay. Gonna say, holy cow, that's all right. That's not bad then. But yeah, something besides New Hampshire and Martinsville, that would be a breath of fresh air for sure.
I totally agree. I haven't clicked the replay button this many times before.
Yeah. So many cautions.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your P2 finish. Before we go ahead and let you go, is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to or thank you for?
Yeah, big thanks to you, Alex, for the broadcast, and the ITRL Iron Thunder Racing League, all the admins behind the scenes that make it happen. Big shout out to America Racing, 1, 2, 3 tonight. Couldn't be happier to see that, man. That's awesome. Team Conti Sim Performance for everything they do. EMR Paintball, if you're in the Pennsylvania area, you like to shoot people for fun, do it. EMR Paintball's the place to go. And that S4 guy on Twitch, we did actually stream tonight. I wasn't going to, but we got it in. So, big shout out to Target too, man. They really came through for us this week. They really hooked us up, and some of us got a lot of money, and some of us got coupons, and we're happy to run that Target on the car.
Well, congratulations on your P2 finish. Look forward to seeing you back on the racetrack 2 weeks from now.
Heck yeah, man.
As that was second place finisher tonight in the 31 machine of Zach Millett. That leaves our last interview of the night, the 01 machine of Kevin West.
How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Good to hear you again.
Yeah. I just realized you started 23rd tonight and you came home 3rd.
Yeah, we didn't have the greatest qualifying effort. We kind of spun out coming to the white flag, but I was just patient all night and really kind of worked the outside. I don't think anybody really expected a lot of passing to happen on the outside, so I just went where they weren't tonight, and it worked out for me. I drove up to the front, got spun out, drove back up to the front. Wasn't too bad of a night.
No, it wasn't. I mean, yeah, you were really the only one I did see, make that outside line work. I mean, on the restarts, I saw a bunch of guys able to stick around, but sooner or later they faded off and just got stuck in dirty air. But you were able to get to the outer groove and make your way back up front.
Yeah, we had a pretty good car. It hooked up on the outside for us. Can't really complain too much about third. I didn't even expect to finish the race tonight. So podium finish 1, 2, 3 again for America Racing, baby. We're looking good.
That you are. Huge rebound after last week. 3rd place is not bad. What's your thoughts on the 1.5 miles we're going to in 2 weeks' time?
Well, I got the dub last time on the 1.5 miles, so that's kind of my bread and butter, I guess you can say, is a 1.5 miles. So these cars race pretty good on 1.5 miles, so I'm looking forward to it, man.
I'm also looking forward to it. Well, congratulations on your P3 finish tonight. Before we go ahead and let you go, I know you have your TikTok to shout out and whatnot, so we'll go ahead and let the have the floor.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the mobile homies over on TikTok. Shout out to everyone that puts this together. Shout out to you for putting the broadcast together. Yeah, we got good things going on here in ITRL, I think.
You guys do. Well, congratulations on your P3 finish, and we'll see you 2 weeks from now.
Adios.
As that was our P3 finish tonight in Kevin West. We'll go ahead and go over your finishing results. Here they are. It's Tucker, Millett, West, your top 3. Kevin Hash, another one of those guys who took the strategy of not pitting after stage 2 and was able to come home 4th. Brandon Kluster comes home 5th. Wiles, after pitting at the end of stage 2, did rebound to 6th. Sawyer Ratt, Brandon Pimentel, Ryan Muniz, and Matt Trey round out your top 10. 11 through 20 sees Christopher Gale, Ray Rittenauer, Matt Quick, Storm Patterson, Brian Russey, Kevin Freeze, Josh Coley, Trustin Knott, Matthew Carabina, and Nathan Shiflett. 21st to the end of the field, we'll see Luke Carbonell, Brian Wortman, Zach Kreiser, Eric Drapeau, Caleb Reese. Those guys were still in the lobby. A couple might be given classification as DNFs. Not real sure. But we do have 2 for sure DNFs in Matt Klusterhuis and Jason Roundbush. Dylan Hill is in control in the tower for race control, and John Mustaine Jr. did not make a start tonight. I would show you the points. It's not at all correct. So that's the look you're going to get. That's going to do it for us. Like I said, we're not racing next Tuesday night. The next time we will race will be May 27th, the day after Memorial Day. We'll be back. We'll go to Las Vegas. We'll go to a mile and a half. We're done with these flat 1 mile and west treks for now. I'm so glad. But we're beginning the run to the playoffs. We're going to have 4 races left there. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to really push for Dylan to give me these stage results so we can give you the most accurate points we can get them. So we can get to Darlington here and see who for sure is in contention for the playoff spot. But that will do it for me. And we'll see you guys 2 weeks from now. Bye.